Hello and welcome back to a late evening episode of The Tackle Shed. Today I'm going to be running through an improved clinch knot, which is obviously an improved version of a standard clinch knot. I'm going to just attach some line to a ring swivel. I'm going to demonstrate the way that I normally do it. And I'm also going to show you, just before I start tying the knot, another way that I've seen it tied, which might be actually better to do. So I'll give that a go as well, and we'll see what's the best way to do it. I will make it now for you. Don't worry guys, I'm not sponsored. This is just my fishing towel, and it's just dark so you can see all my line and things. Because it's late in the evening, I have had to put on my head torch. So there might be a bit of shadow in the background, but you should be able to see the line a bit easier. Right, so I've got standard ring swivel and some line. The way that I always used to do this was line through the eye of swivel and pull out probably 4 or 5 inches, whatever. And then I'd pinch the swivel between two fingers, and with this finger I'd wrap it around. And I'd wrap it around like this several times, probably 6-7 times. For bigger weights, if I'm using bigger weights, I would perhaps wrap it around 10 to 12 times. But the other way I've seen is exactly the same. So line through the ring swivel and then pull it through, and then instead of pinching the swivel, you put your finger through it like that, and then you continue the wrap. This might be better with, say, my middle finger. Let's say I've not tried this method before. So middle finger through and then wrap. I'm going to do this time 8 wraps. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then you grab the tag end like that, and then you poke it back through that loop where your finger was, like so, and then you would moisten it and pull it all tight. That would be a standard clinch knot. For the improved clinch knot, you pull that tag end through. So you pull the tag end through more and more, to about there, let's say, and what it will do is it will form that loop in the end of the line. You can see that there, just there, that loop. Now this tag end goes back through that loop like that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the tag end. I'm going to do this off screen. I'm going to moisten it. I'm going to grab the swivel in one hand, the line in one hand, and then the tag end I'm going to pull tight with my teeth, and pulling all 3 tight at the same time should bunch all of that knot up really nice and neat. And there we go. That is the knot after it's been pulled tight. Hopefully the camera will focus on it, that would be nice. Will it focus? Hang on a minute, let me try something. No, that didn't work either. I'll just move it a little bit further away. But here you can see, even though it's slightly blurry, which is really annoying, that the knot is neat. And now, that tag end, I'll get my trusty scissors. That tag end, depending on if this is near hooks or not, when I do this type of knot, generally if it's under strain a lot, I will trim it off about here. So I'll leave about, what would you say that? About a 5-6mm tag end on it. I know it's not overly neat with that size tag end, but it gives you that little bit of security if the knot should slip. If that knot slips, that extra bit of line, that little bit of tag end can catch again, which improves the strength of the knot. But apart from that, if it's near hooks, I'll probably trim that to maybe 3mm, maybe half that length, just to give a bit of a neater presentation. But apart from that, that is the improved clinch knot, everybody. And I hope you can tie it. It's one of the first knots I ever learnt. And keep tuned for the next episode of The Tackle Shed. See you later.